Baby, when I hear the story, you make I don't know it's on my God. You make I tell me where you go. Tell me where you go. Cause you say you know the thing. Say you know the thing. You gave me when you story. You make I don't know it's on my God. You make I tell me say you love me. Say you don't go leave me. Say we go there together. I like you tell me where you go. Now but that you say you can. I said I see you for God bless you for disappointment. It's in the baby no be slow. And they can tell me where you get. Tell me where you get. Cause you say you no good thing. Say you no good thing. You tell me when I hear the story. You make I don't know it's my God. You make I tell me where you go. Tell me where you go. Cause you say you no good thing. Say you no good thing. You tell me where the story. You make I don't know it's my God. After you don't chop up my money. You chop my money, chop my body, join you. You and I made a pay. Yeah, you don't tell me to back. You make I come to tell me story. Tell me story, say sorry. Say the money we carry. Use and buy blood for my car. You make I tell me where you get. Tell me where you get. Cause you say you know good thing. Say you know good thing. You get me when I get it. You make I don't know it's on my car. You make I tell me where you get. Tell me where you get. Cause you say you know good thing. Say you know good thing. You get me when it's story. You make I don't know it's on my car. You make I tell me where you get. Cause you say you know good thing. You get me when I hear the story. Say you don't know it's on my car. You make out why you do me so. You just break my heart. You pay me when I hear the story. You make I don't know it's my car. Hello, my people. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I hope you like the music I played. Good evening, everybody. My heart goes out to every one of you that is going through the cash crunch in Nigeria right now. So, I feel your stress, and yeah, it's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. It just shows the level of incompetence that we have, and at the level that people will go to um, have their way, irrespective of the outcome or the consequences for the masses. So it's unfortunate. So um please take heart, bear with the whole situation. Do the best you can. Don't take it too much. Don't become too dramatic. Like I saw so many people, it's gonna pass. It will pass. It will pass. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Hey, yesterday I was not able to come online. I was not just having the energy. Good evening, Alex. I greet you. Osubai, I greet you. Good evening. Smiler, I greet you. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Greetings, Ezeoku. Thank you for that feedback, Osubai. I greet you. Ada, I sight you. Good evening. Thank you. Amen to your prayers. Good evening. So, my people, I was just thinking about this cash crunch, and I don't know what is wrong with our people. it's going to be a long way. Like from the leadership, for example, how can you be putting a deadline when you have not made sure that everything is in place? Normally, you're supposed to have people in charge of different areas. Of course, there are people in charge. It's supposed to be their responsibilities, you know? It's supposed to be their responsibilities. And for the House of Rep members, it's supposed to be, their concern that there is enough cash in circulation for everyone. But they are not interested in that. And that's why they summoned the CBN governor to talk for themselves because they have not been able to bring in all the money they looted. So, that's their concern. Can you extend the period of the time we can bring in this money? And meanwhile, you can bring all the money to us for now. So in exchange for the one we still have, the masses can go to blazes. So we are seeing the kind of people that we have in government, and the level of incompetence and inefficiency and wickedness that like it shows the level we have degenerated. Normally, in a situation like this, there should be a ration. That's why the notion of rationing is there. When there is a crunch, then there should be a rationing. But no, they will still pack the money and give to some people for whatever reason. They will pack that money and give to some people, and the rest can go to blazes. This is unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. Guten Abend, Paul. Good evening, Udo. Ozongo, I cite you. Good evening, Channel. I greet you. Aligaba, I greet you. Um, you know, generally, as a very conscious person, I know that we are always tempted to, to say the worst things about our country, our place, and our origin, and present it in the shittiest forms and all those things. I just want us to be conscious that anything we are putting out there, it may be that we are putting it against the political party, against an ethnic group, against the person about, let it be a criticism that is contained within the limits of what we are criticizing. Don't overblow it, you understand? Because if you see all these racists, all these people that want to see animals in Nigeria and Africa, you are giving them content. Just be conscious of that. So I don't know, let your let your criticism be measured. Don't overblow it. Don't make it like there are a lot of people that want the country to burn down and all those things. And occasions like this, like we said it, this country, all those kind of a thing. Don't overblow it. Stay with Keep your criticism within the boundaries of what you are criticizing, and thinking about solutions. How can there be solution? What can be done? Something like that. You understand me? Yeah. Yeah, the leaders are as dangerous as the followers. The bingos now, they are wearing this misleader, they are misleaders uniform and pictures. This is the kind of thing that gives them joy. But meanwhile, in the southeast region, it's even worse. It's worse. There is nothing you criticize the larger Nigeria, every part of Nigeria, for example, that is you are doing better in your own enclave. There is nothing. There is no indices of measurement that you can say in this area the people in the southeast are doing better and measuring higher. There is none. There is absolutely nothing you can measure, or you can use to give a comparative analysis and say in this area the people in the southeast are really really better. It's the same situation. It's even worse. The same situation you are having all across. It's the same thing. So I don't know why you are happy and say, oh, we said it, because last it's still the same human beings that are everywhere. There is nobody that is Nigeria. There is no, Nigeria is you and me, everybody. And it is the role you are playing that makes Nigeria what it is. Exactly, Nigeria is the destroyer of Nigeria. If the people in charge of, if for example, the first thing is, I don't understand why you want to put a deadline when everything is not in place. That is the first thing. And once you realize that there's a crunch because of the deadline, then you extend it immediately. There is no reason why the old notes should not be a tender anymore. Why? Ever since I've been in this Germany, for example, they have changed the notes. They have changed the €5 note, €5 notes, €20 notes, €10 notes. And what they do is, anytime you pay in the old one, you always get a new one. They just withdraw it from circulation. It's just a gradual thing. And this is what the people, the person in government, the president and the Ministry of Finance, if this is what they want to do, if they want it, I don't know if is this a last minute afterthought. I don't know. Because if you have it in mind that you want to change the currency, then you start withdrawing the currency. Yeah, yeah, there are people. Yeah, I've got the pictures. That they are selling fake notes. That's the people that are laughing. Oh, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is this. But it is someone in the southeast there that is selling fake notes to their fellow southeasterners. In a situation that is bad already, you make it worse for your own self. But you are still, oh, this Nigeria have this, and you are the one actively destroying it with your own activities. And so every government, they are doing what they are doing. They are not doing it well. Then you have every right to criticize. In this kind of thing, you can protest. You are in your legitimate right to do that. You are in your legitimate right to do that. Good evening, Henry. I cite you. So I don't know why they needed to put a deadline when everything was not in place. And once you are looking at there's a crunch, then you extend it immediately. Let people be able to use the old notes. Because I learned that some people were still going to the ATM and the ATM was still disbursing the old notes. Then let it still be a legal tender. Why do you have to, immediately? That is one of the problem. Yeah, let me remove the bingo. Sorry. So there's nothing wrong with government deciding to change the notes. It is something that is done always, consistently. But the problem is this impromptu, like everything hammer hedge, because I mean, you have been there all along. It's like you've been in power for the last 8 years. Why this dying minute? Like the all the issues that is disturbing Nigeria has been there since last year. You could have started, for example, since January. You can say, okay, give that room from January to December, and while you are working on the whole thing. But this fire brigade approach, and then the things are not ready. And then the people that are supposed to coordinate and make sure that everything is going fine. And Nigerian factor, the Nigerians that make life miserable for fellow Nigerians, they are giving it to the politicians and collecting their own portion, their own bribe, instead of releasing it to the public. Instead of to ration the cash around, they are releasing bulk money to the politicians so that they can exchange the billions in their loot. And they are forgetting the people. Like, this video that was trending, and they issued to some of these people that were playing. I'm going to show you that video in a little bit. That they were spraying money, new notes in bundles, while the rest of the population is looking for money. They don't have. And then these ones they have, and they are allowing them to somebody gave it to them. Let me show you the video. Oh, I've not shared this. Yeah. like you can see this video here. So you can see in a country where every people are crying, so there is a cash crunch. People don't have cash for little things, front, little buying and selling here and there. They need to eat, they need to do daily things. They don't have cash. But someone in the bank gave these people money. The same money that that they're supposed to ration. For example, the money these people are having could have gone to maybe 100 people or 200 people or 300 people to offset that demand. But no, they gave it to these people so that they will be distributing it, So it's still the Nigerian factor that is playing it. And then a lot of people are saying it's political and there's a political sabotage there. Fine. But if you know that this is an election year and you are doing a policy, then you should also factor it in. And that is why you do a call. There's the analysis you do, cost benefit analysis. You look at the cost, you look at the benefit, you look at what are the opportunities, what are the threats. You analyze everything. You cannot just come and be crying, oh, it's sabotage. Of course, of course, of course. And anything you are doing, there must be a threat to it. And you are supposed to be proactive to foresee that threat and have already what you want to do to mitigate it. For example, you cannot just be doing like a baby and then you say, oh, they are sabotaging us, Of course, it's an election time. And if you play into the hands of the opposition, so be it. If it is in their hand to take advantage of it, so be it. Because why? You didn't do your own job. Sorry. There is no crying there. Exactly, that's the incompetence, because you cannot say you want to go and you're supposed to have all the branches, all the regional government, all the regional managers, all those things. It's supposed to be in their call. They will check all the banks on the eve. They make sure the thing is running like days. For days, everything is going hitch free before you put a deadline. You understand? And then if you put a deadline ahead, then it is their duty to go around and make sure that everything is hitch free. You don't just put a deadline and then allow people to suffer, and a lot of people will lose their life in all the chaos and then you say, oh, they're sabotaging. Of course, you're supposed to say this. This is an election period. So if you play your card against yourself, so be it. It's politics. That is how it is. You cannot go. It's like election and politics is like war. If you don't prepare, that is it. If you don't take the things you're supposed to take into consideration, so be it. If you play into the hands of opposition, so be it. We are talking about money that is missing. It's not enough. And they are giving it to a few people to throw it on the ground, and people don't have money. This is sabotage, of course. But you gave them the room to sabotage you, and sabotage the people and sabotage the whole situation. So if you have a policy that you want to do, of course, it is up to you to sit up and carry it to the end. You don't sit back and say, oh, they sabotage us. Of course, you can see it. So it will take days before the ICPC will come out, and then the authorities will not come in and start looking for a solution or what to do, right? There's even an actress that they said she was Nigeria is a scam. Are you not a scam? Nigeria is not a scam. It's the Nigerians that are scamming their fellow Nigerians. Nigeria is not a human being. It's a location, it's a territory. But you, Sam Christian, you are the scam that is scamming your fellow Nigerians. Like this one now, she's an actress. She's one spray. There's part of the people spraying, they cut her face. When people are suffering, she's selling the funds and spraying it, right? Yeah, you are the one that you are this fraud. Nigeria is not a human being, but you are a human being. You are the one causing the fraud. You are the one.
I want to show you this video now. So this one, these are money. Instead of them to disperse it to the people, they put it in. It's still in the line because they want to go and give it. They want to go and give it to some people, the incentive, because maybe if they need to give those people 10 million, they will charge 5 million. So 5 million for them. Oh, yes. So because of that 5 million, they will not care that thousands of people are in that bank from morning till night. It is that their 5 million that is more important. They don't care. So it's the Nigerians that are their fellow scammers. Look at this one now. They have the new notes there. Why are you hoarding it? There are people outside waiting for the money. Yeah? And you that you are a Nigerian leader, you know the Nigerian factor. Why are you not acting ahead? This is the money. They have it. They say they dispersed enough money. But, Nigerians will never miss an opportunity to steal. People that will be complaining that they don't have opportunity to steal. Like one brother that called into my show the other time, he was saying that when people come into a place of work, they don't even care about the salary. They don't care about the salary. They are looking at the loopholes of how they can steal and how much they can steal. That is what makes them to take the job.
And we entered. Okay. So the entry that will be now continue paying.
So this is the ICPC people that came to make sure that they are loading the money in the ATM machine. Imagine. But this is something you're supposed to do preemptively, because you know the Nigerian factor. You know that they are not going to miss an opportunity to cheat, to steal. You understand? You know how they roll. And that is why, as the thing is, as you are disbursing that money, you should disburse. Also, you should, spread your tax force or whatever, even if it is soldiers, so that they will make sure that they load everything. And how can you be a president and you allow people to sabotage the economy of your country, even if it is 1 or 2 days? That is very bad, extremely bad, and there is no excuse. If you say they sabotage you, of course you're supposed to expect that sabotage and work towards avoiding that sabotage. How can a massive country like Nigeria be having cash crunch in the absence of war? And the people that are crying in bank, I'm seeing many of people that they are running naked and all those things. Now the people who won't fight war be that, so war. Now the people when they say, yes, so this war, we are going to fight this war, we are going to fight this war. Some of them follow. They want to go and fight war. But just 2 days of cash crunch, you see how it is feeling you. I greet you. I greet you. So now they are giving the money to the politicians so that they can collect their own commission. So somebody will say, I need 30 million new notes. You understand? Now the rep, they have talked for them to extend the time they can bring in old notes, because that one be the problem of those people that call themselves rep, that are in House of Assembly. They don't concern themselves with anybody. So my people, those of you that will vote, don't think only about the president that you are changing. You see, everybody in the House of Assembly, don't vote for them. Don't vote for any incumbent. Route them out. You see how when they call the CBN president and say, extend the time when we can bring in our looted fund. But they don't say extend the time that the old Naira note can still be a legal tender. No, it is none of their business. Because that will not be their problem. They won't be say all of una wanna dey for bank. If una they get the new note, una come they give us, they carry the one where they ask, the people can wait. because that is their concern. Normally, once something is happening like this, there will be an emergency session. Immediately, they would enact an act or something quickly to forestall the whole situation and keep it in check. But no, Nigerians must suffer at the hands of their fellow Nigerians at any time. See, your job that you're supposed to do you need EFCC and ICPC to stand there for you to be loading this money inside the ATM? Do you need somebody? Because they have kept the money that they want to go and give it to somebody that will pay maybe 20% interest. Good evening, Setoba. May I greet you? Yeah, no light, no. Do you have light in your village, in your state? Is your state not worse? Tell me one Southeast state that is doing better. Why don't you, since you know how to do better, why are we not seeing it in the Southeast? Chinedu Nwafo. Since you know how to do it well, you're supposed to be the example. People will be looking at you and say, so that's why you people want to go and stay on your own, because you know how to do it well. But you are even worse off. Once there is roadblock now in Okene that food cannot cross from the north, now there will be complete crisis. No food in the Southeast. You are making noise. You are looking for war. Mwabingo. You are looking for war. Ordinary cash crush, you are crying, no food, no light. There is a new law that every state can generate electricity. Show us that wonder, that Japan that you want to do. Why are you not doing it? Don't come and distract us, so Jerry. Let us be talking better thing. I heard that some of them have been. Our brother is saying that after all these things, nobody will be held responsible. That is the main thing. That is the main thing. There's this actress that is trending that she was selling, she's selling Naira notes. Actress Simisola Gold. They don't arrest her. You self will be celebrity. Even your celebrity no make you say make you help your fellow Nigeria. On top of your celebrity, no reach you. Even celebrity status, no change you. You are a celebrity. You're supposed to use that celebrity, say, okay, all my fans, let me give you. Na lie. You must take advantage. Everybody wants to take it. Nobody care. Nobody care. It's a shame. So what is the magic that is going to happen? It's the Nigerians for themselves that will have to, change their ways. And the people you put in government, you have to know them. The money is there, but they don't want to release it. The money is there. You have to want to release it. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and we saw that they said that some people have been arrested, but we don't know now. Nigeria, is it to arrest them and release them again? Who that one help? Who that one help? For me personally, if you don't do your job well, if opposition use that opportunity to sabotage you, so be it. Now so it be. Then so that others can learn. That is the consequences of inefficiency. If you say, oh, because you did not do your homework well, so be it. So be it. Yeah, pointing finger doesn't mean anything. The main issue is that there's a cash crunch. And for example, people are selling bread, people are selling ground, all these small things. People. Good evening, Jerome. I said to you, but then it's an issue. But then, like I always say, there are people that take the light. Anything bad in Nigeria, they will overblown it. Do you know there are things that are going bad in other places, but you rarely hear it. It doesn't make the mainstream news. But our own, we are constantly feeding the whole world about all the negative things in our country. And all the racist people, they have material 24/7. But we think that we are doing it to feel good, but we don't know that we are doing it against ourselves. And this policy is very ill-timed, honestly. It's a good policy, and if you see that it is not working, then you come in immediately. You don't wait for the whole thing to almost overblow before you step in, because you are there. It's something that is happening right before you. The first day you see there's a crunch. Why? You call all the people in charge of different regions, managers. What is going on? If they know there is a consequence for they are not following the rules of engagement in disbursing this new cash, they will not do it. But they know that they can settle, everybody settle and go away with it. So everybody is doing what they like. Good evening. Because this time, this policy is not bad in of itself. The policy is not bad in of itself, because they are trying to bring in Nigeria own system instead of relying on Visa and MasterCard, so that Nigeria will have its own financial system, to give it some kind of security, so that in the case of a problem, that it will not be the whole economy will not crash, basically, just like what they what did they be want do, oga put am, but they don't know that put am already ready for them. So when they withdraw all those distance, so many countries learn lesson. So it's a very good project on its own, but it is just the way it is being carried out, but it will still get there regardless of the sabotage, and because it's election is almost at the door, and it has to be so dramatic, and this is all the things that you as a ruling party you're supposed to take into consideration, because this is election period. You cannot take these chances. You just cannot take these chances. Me, I don't look at what is going on in Nigeria, or and I want to overblow all the fault lines. No, 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 no. Like, we are looking at what is happening in the world now. For example, that this German side now, they have decided that they want to go and give material to this comedian in Ukraine, that they will be fighting Russia with, because those ones, do you know how many people they said that have died? The range is about 150,000 people, like 150,000 people in the Ukraine. Uyibo people, as we are talking, civilian and soldiers, they don't go, and many uncountable don't wound as we are talking. So now they say they want to send material, and they have already sent, which means now if anybody will send it, is it's like, it be like say you don't already join the war. And Russia go, they use that eye, they look you, say you don't join the war. You understand? And meanwhile, like for example, here in this country now, in Germany, many things don't discuss. So if you live in the Western world, especially we here in Europe, I know that America, nothing they reach America. Now America, now then be Papa Samuel, now then get everything. Now then they do the doings outside of America, but nothing they touch them. But if you live in Europe, any medicine where say you they need, I beg, go they find whether you go see and may you keep her for house, because things don't discuss. Things don't discuss. Many things that you need, especially you know go know, but it's subtle, but it's there. Make sure say you don't keep some things for us. So like all this money where everybody find, make sure say you get small money for us. So if it's too small, like 500 euro, hold am for hand, cash. Small note, big, hold am for hand, keep am somewhere. Because we are in a very difficult situation right now. And now, the way I'm looking at it, if, for example, if really this thing can't really escalate, say the war can't reach the whole Europe, like no say Germany don't send, Poland don't send, maybe I hear Portugal send, although I don't know whether France send. So what if the whole thing can't extend to all these European countries now? And while I can't day, everything can't spoil. to rebuild again. Where did he say they go? They look to go carry wetin they go take rebuild na our side. Our side. Na im dem go to carry. And wetin dem go use, how dem go take enter na still katakata. And especially this our Biafra people, na dem go be the entry point wey dem go use. And na wetin my mind dey tell me honestly. Abi o, thank you. There's already a party, yeah? Exactly. So when you know that anything can happen and you don't get any consequence, that is why all this thing is happening. CBN governor supposed to don't go 13 now. I don't know. Even there was a time I was hearing one audio of a scandal that he was involved in. I don't even understand the beginning or the end of that scandal. I was waiting to hear more. I know hear again. It was Sahara that published that thing. I don't know. So you do and undo, there is no consequence. Why people no go continue? Let me tell you, the only thing that hold Oyibo people not to do all these things people are doing in Nigeria is the law. If you do gbege, you go enter for it. And not be say you enter be the problem. The record go dey for there for you and your family for generation to generation. Before that thing go finish for your body, it go hard. It go hard. Yes, minimum of 10 years before that record go finish for your body. And that is why anything wey you dey do, you go dey make sure you go dey try. No be say that thief no dey hungry dem, but it's the consequence. But in Nigeria, like the video we were sharing, yes, I was sharing with you guys, this guy that is doing and undoing, they will release him. So you will do and undo, they will release you. The video Ijele did this morning is mind-blowing of what happened in Abagana. The person that is talking, he's saying the people that are doing the thing, that is even police people, Mopo, that bring in this kidnapping business in Anambra State. Even by his own brother, when, and he do finish, they bring him from prison and put him as commissioner of police. So my people, this is not the time. Like all these people that are hating on Nigeria, the problem is you have not even asked your question. If Nigeria destroyed today, where will you be? You have not answered that question. Exactly. People that you appoint, if they are not delivering, you sack them. This is a sabotage. This is a direct sabotage to the economy of the country, and nobody is going to have any consequence. All these bank manager, if you know, I mean, like the central bank, I mean, we live in an electronic age. You disburse fund. It's not like the fund waka now. There is a direct link of how you disburse. You know the amount that went to each region, to each bank. Directly, anybody in charge can look into the computer. So wetin be all this cock and bull story? Hey, you call the bank managers, and where is the money? What happened to it? Did they disburse it to the people? You will see exactly how and who they disburse it with, and that he went, But nobody is ready to do their job. Everybody wants to be crying. They want to sabotage us. If it is like that, then those people should sabotage it very well, because you are not ready for the job. Yeah, because if you give room for that kind of level of sabotage, right, then you should accept what comes with it. You should accept what comes with it. And one is in Anambra selling fake notes. Imagine in this situation, you are selling fake notes to your fellow Nigerians that are still suffering, and you are saying you want to do better. Of course, now what do you think? Where do you think they are going to start from? where do you think they are going to start from? It's going to be Africa. And it's all these conflict points that they are going to use to come inside. That is the root now. When you hear divide and conquer, what do you think it means? That's what it means. So the government needs to sit up because, and it's very sad because if you look in the last 500, since all this Western European civilization, there no count us join say we be woman being safe. Just in the last, maybe in the last, let me say 50 years, maybe, I don't know. I'm not as old as 50 years, that kind of a thing. But I see like maybe they are starting to say, okay, we be woman being, they do all this anti-racism, like look at what happened in Amena, like, or in Britain or all over the world, everywhere people like this are, it's the same story. So, and what did we do with it? Now we even have this pseudo independence, like they leave you where they do, but they day your back, of course, but you supposed to get sense, know what you want do with yourself. But what our people they do? Nothing. They are stealing. They will go to Europe and build house. Oh, it's back. Yeah, sorry, that was a break. Exactly. Yeah, you're right, Ezekiel. Exactly. So me, I'm not buying that sabotage or anything. This is this is imagine economy is one of the highest things that everybody takes serious, and you are sitting down and saying this sabotage. When you're not there, it's not like you travel. You are there, Mr. President. You are there. You are saying this sabotage. They give you 7 days. You are saying, I don't understand President Buhari. You say they should give you 7 days. Why you not give the people 7 days? When you see that the thing is going like they say that there's a cash crunch, then you give the people 7 days. Not be you go, not be the people go give you 7 days. Now you go give the people 7 days. In that you go make that legal tender, the old Naira note to function for that 7 days. If now that 7 days you need to fix the problem, then you extend the legal tender to the next 7 days, because people still hold the old one. So this is a catastrophe. How can somebody, an administration of a big country like Nigeria, want to run it aground by itself? By itself. Economic sabotage is the highest one that anybody can do against a country. It's like war. Some like you are fighting your own yourself. You are giving excuse. There's no excuse. No, there's no excuse. So this is food is ready for the opposition. If they like, if they use it well, so be it. If they don't use it well, so be it. This is food is ready for opposition. Yeah, unfortunately, that is democracy. How can you be saying the people should give you 7 days? How? Sure, the people should go on fast for 7 days. People that are advising this, our president, you people should answer me, please. How can you be telling the president to tell the people that they should give him 7 days? How? The people should be hungry for 7 days. They should not eat for 7 days. They should not, like, no, 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 no. You need to extend the deadline. That is what happens. If it's not working, you extend it. You extend it. I don't know whether people still have the other cash. You extend it. You allow, since some ATMs still have the old notes, then make it a legal tender for now. Give the people 7 days. Give them 14 days. The power is in your hand, Mr. President. Don't be telling us to give you 7 days. We don't have 7 days to give you. You are the one that can give us 7 days. You are like the God. In Nigeria, you are the one talking what in waiting will happen. So now you will give 7 days, not the other way around. So you that are advising the president, you that you are in the economic department, look at what is happening. That 7 days you are saying the people should give you gongo, that is what you should give to the people. Yes. He's no, I've never seen this kind of thing before, honestly. Like, I'm looking at the situation and then yeah, I know. And it's a critical situation of honestly and a critical period, and election is at hand. There all this thing that is happening, it's a good policy in and of itself. And at the same time, we are talking about people who put money in banks and the monies are disappearing. The CBN have not even intervened in that case and done anything about it. So in an imperfect system like this, the idea of cashless society is very good. You don't need to force people to be cashless. You make all the possibilities for cashless society to be working. The people will see the efficiency of a cashless possibility and they will embrace it. Nobody tell anybody don't go and take money. No, you will look at it, you will realize that why are you carrying money up and down when you can always pay with your card? So all you need is your card. It's people will advise themselves according to how the thing is working. It's not something you force and cause unnecessary suffer. No, we need to be humane and treat ourselves with some dignity. We need to be humane. There's too much classism in Nigeria. Everybody wants to treat people according to their class, according to where they belong, according to politicians. Let us show humanity to ourselves. The policy on its own is not bad. We must keep that in mind. It's just the way it is being um, carried out and the unnecessary deadlines and this, abrupt, impromptu, I don't know, the way it is being carried out, that is the problem. But the policy on its own is not a bad thing. You can, the people change, the notes are changed all the time. But normally it's done in a very gradual process. Like maybe within a year, maybe you just start collecting the notes, and give long time. You collect the notes. I don't know, but unfortunately, this is the reality of the situation. So I'm very sorry for your suffering. I see the suffering that people are going through, and I hope the president know that he is the one that will give the people 7 days and not the other way around. Exactly, there shouldn't be a deadline. Exactly, that is my experience here. You just stop giving the old notes, and anybody pays in the old notes, they collect the new notes. And that is how it, anytime you withdraw money, you withdraw the new notes. There will be no deadline. But I also understand the unique situation in Nigeria, being that, for example, here, at any time you bring that old note, it will continue to be a legal tender. It will always be a legal tender, indefinite. It will always be but you can't have that situation in Nigeria. And that's why they are actually trying to stop that old one from being a legal tender. I mean, it's like there's it's like what we say, case specific. Everything is case specific, country specific, people specific, that kind of a thing. So I can understand the unique specificity of that, wanting that this money, this type of note is no longer a legal tender. It's very, very much understandable. But you have all this time and you didn't do anything with it. You have the whole 2022. You could have begun beginning of 2022 and say by the end of 2022, and you collect the notes in a dignified manner. But then all of a sudden you are the one doing it. Oh, you are the one coming with the rush, and you are the one not meeting up. Instead of you to give more time, you are saying the people should give you more time. Haba, 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 haba. You know, it's possible. I don't really know. Exactly. I know, but then you could have done this earlier, not in the election month. Hello.
Hello, good evening, madam.
Hello, good evening.
I want to call him and contribute to this.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hello?
You are welcome.
Okay. Okay. The problem is this, we must look at everything from political angle.
Okay.
For me, our leadership, everything for them is politics.
Mm-hmm.
The design of the currency, it was not for the interest of the country.
Okay.
It was not for the interest of the masses. It was for their own cabal or eternal cabal political strategy.
Okay.
And that is why everything is in a state of a total mess. Because I am calling you from Sweden.
Okay.
If you want to talk of one of the most successful cashless societies, this Scandinavia, as far as Euro side is concerned.
Yeah.
I will not talk of maybe Japan and the rest. I don't know, but I know those people also, they are far ahead also.
Yeah.
Now, this thing of currency and cashless, it's never the same thing. It's a different thing entirely.
Yeah.
The only reason, since I've been in Sweden, I think they don't change all their currency once. They change some notes. And the reason behind it is this, counterfeit. That's the reason. If you look at even euro notes, because we don't use euro here in Sweden, we use their krona. There's a time they changed this 50 euro to this current one. I think they also changed the 100.
Okay.
Because of what? Counterfeit. This is the main reason. So, and they will do it quietly, and they will tell you not in 6 months. That 6 months, once you go to cash machine will be giving you new one.
Okay.
They will not be issue old again. If you take the old one, you buy something, those people take it back there, they get the new one. And that is how it works. Now look at this cashless of a thing. Why I told you it's not the same thing. Here in Sweden, I was with a Swedish woman 2 or 3 days ago. We were discussing. She told me it took nothing less than 7 to 8 years to make operation. And they didn't force anybody. When those things were available, they start announcing it. You can buy like this, you can do it like this. Because they need to secure, this is a cyber attack, seriously. So to be surprised to the government in Scandinavia, the EU citizens started embracing it. Before you know it, people don't want to touch money again. Nobody want to touch cash again. They were so by the government themselves. So when they look at the rate and the speed, they were even eager to say, right now, we want to be the first country in the world that doesn't use cash. But their security cyber agents, professionals in so many areas, because they work with data. They don't just wake up and be formulate policy. This is the problem Nigeria have. We don't have data about anything. So we imagine. So from that imagination, we start creating more problems. So from that, those agencies, they discover that, look, there's a big risk. If we are cash free, our society is built on trust. The day this cyber attack will attack our system, people will not even have money in their house to buy food. Remember, hungry people for just missing 1 meal, 2 meals. These Europeans, they will go to street and hand that government, and that will be a big problem.
Yeah.
So they advise them. They now decide to go back again and make it like, look, come, my dear citizen, cash is not an illegal in our country. So they were not telling bank must go and reopen this cash machine again, where people can pay cash in, but there's a limit you can pay in, where you can also take cash from. There are those banks here, you can't take money to them and say they will take it from you as we speak now. But business people have agents who take money to bank for them. It's a different company of its own. That is how they run here.
Okay.
Now, they were afraid of, when they even mentioned this, all these unnecessary tension between America, Russia, China, that those things in a time of crisis, if we allow our people to be used to this, we will be so vulnerable. So they try to, you see the way they try to balance things.
Yeah.
But until today, I can stay here and buy things with my telephone. Those things are well secure, and they come to educate people, the effect. And if anything happens, you have people to complain to. But these people just wake up overnight. Advanced countries with data, it took them years upon years to prepare for something. They wake up, they want it today. You were printing money, you were going cashless. These are two different things. The printing doesn't control corruption. That one is It should mention one country in the world that have used that method to control their corruption. Let me mention it.
I think that
the only thing they do is that they prevent counterfeit. When they discover that people are mastering ways to design it to be so close to original, they change immediately.
No, I think
any single fake they find, they take it to place to go and test.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. What do you have to say about
because our country
the
is in a total catastrophic situation, and may God help us. This is not a joke. People are suffering. There's no money to buy food.
Yeah. I wanted to ask.
Is very bad.
Just wait. Hold on a second. I wanted to ask you, because you are saying, like, I understand what you are saying about the counterfeit, but I feel there's a unique problem in Nigeria of the kidnapping and ransom. Don't you think there is also that aspect to it? Because every corner people are kidnapping, demanding for huge ransoms to be paid in cash, and these people, they have all this cash with them in different bushes where they are at. And so with the new cash and these limitations that they are placing, I think there's also an element of trying to curb that part of the criminality. What do you think?
Okay, my dear sister, let us look at it. This is a society where both the good and bad has been trading in cash in thousands and in millions for years. Genuine people have cash, criminals have cash. Now, those say criminals, they are among us. Even if they do their deed in the bush, they still come to the society to do one thing or the other. And it's already a big cartel. We are talking of multi-million-dollar cartel. That thing you just mentioned in our country. Big men are involved. Men you think that they are looking for solution for that country are controlling bunch of people who engage in this act. So do you think they will not make their way in? These are the first people that is getting the money. Now, that's why the money is not in circulation. The CSBN is confused. They have paid enough money that's supposed to sustain this country, at least the buying and selling. They didn't see the money. The money is gone. So even those guys in the bush are already showing photos, showing Nigerians that they have it already. They have changed their own. It is the common man that are suffering now. That's to tell you the kind of situation we are in the country. A country that doesn't have data. How will these things work? There is no foundation for all these things to help us. It is not there. We are trying to portray what we don't have to Nigerians that we can do. Look at the old governor, president, and all their policies fail in their two naked eyes because they don't work with data. You see it now. Those people they only use some few people as an excuse to buy us, believing they want to find solution for us. But there is a different motive behind every step they make. And those motives are politically, not for the interest of the common people. Those people that is inside bush, my dear sister, this thing that is hitting Nigeria, God, is a multi-million in dollars and euros cartel. I'm just telling you the truth. Those guys are so connected. The first batch of money that they have been releasing to these commercial banks is nowhere to be found.
But they can trace it now.
Photos from their beaches with the money. Do you see the situation? So you can say what you want to say. You know? So you want to say something? Hello?
Yeah, I'm just wondering that if they release this money, is it not to summon the bank managers? Where is the money? I mean, it's traceable, it's accounts it's supposed to go into. If people withdraw the money, I mean, you can, like auditors, we should be able to trace the money immediately. It's not so long ago now.
See, the problem with Nigeria issue, my sister, we have gone too far. Just as we mentioned before, there are so many actors, internal and external, working against that country. Use that crude oil. You see these guys that way they were revealing pipelines. Do you see those things on television again? It's going down.
No.
People that are involved. they own the country to ransom. These are not one-man issues. International people you think far away from big country, you think they have you in their mind. This was their source of income for years. They have been, and they still want it to remain. So they are not going to fold their hand. So when you go too far, they tell you, is it your life or you want it like this? We put you there, this is how you will do it. And you start working the way they want it. Okay, that is another one. Like this one now, he has released the money, but there are so many players as far as Nigeria's issue is concerned. There are those you cannot, no matter your position, it's a CBN, it has its own limitation. There are those you cannot ask. Now, if you go to this commercial, this thing, the data are not proper kept, how the money moves. They have enough old Naira to show him for the new one they have received, and it ends like that. Do we put in our name before we collect our money? They can even, these things are, things are not proper. I told you, people use years to make preparation. They have to consult. They have to look. If we don't do it like this, we'll be like this. It takes preparation. These are foundational something that is supposed to be laying foundation for. In the next 5-10 years, we want to be using a machine, and they will be working with the bank, gradually, they will develop it. Do you know many people that don't, my mother in my village, there's nothing like network. As we speak today, the network there, if you open your phone, before you will open it, it will take you like maybe 30 minutes to roll on ordinary YouTube. It's not functioning properly.
Yeah, and
so how are these people going to live?
Yeah, coupled with the fraud, all these apps for scamming, fake alerts, and they have not dealt with that cybersecurity issue. So you can't talk about cashless at this point. Yeah.
And this is so, like those guys, they just use, when they tell you we have this problem, when we do it like this, we will solve it. First of all, you have to look at it very well. These guys, where will they look from in their various places? They show video, they are in the bush, they're kidnapping people, collecting ransom. They are strong-carted business. These are no longer like only local people anymore. And once that cash is with them, they have connections with some people that is beyond our, we don't even think that these people will do such a thing. For them to maneuver their way, it's so easy. People that have it like 6 years, they can go to market and buy whatever they like. We don't practice capitalism in Nigeria. It's black market that we practice. So you buy whatever you like, no data of who is buying it. The person take it to bank for them, and that's all. Is it not dead like they did? Those people they know Nigerian. Does that mean they cannot take that money out of their various places gradually? And they know the way to do that. Money. So this thing is going to have a very profound negative effect upon common people in the society. And I don't know how they're going to come out from it. Either they will revise back to the road one, or they keep on printing this fake. By the way, this morning, they make a test. If you wear white and put it like the 100, it will stay your cloth.
Yeah, because
so it was just for them to wash
it was just in a haste. I don't know what the haste is all about, It's like if you have the plans, was it part of the budget from the last year? Why the hush? I don't know. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Nobody is really agreeing with this being, apart from the president. For me, I think they just, we have a president that he believes on people too much. What he doesn't know, he gave people that claim to know it the chance to say, okay, do it for me. And for now, I think he's already in a tight corner to reevaluate what exactly is going on. But I think it's very late. It's so late. It may fairly convince them and their gang. But what is behind all this is politics. There is nothing more. He's not going to stop crime. There's no place in the world they have used this method to be able to, even during the time of America, dealing with all these guys where I don't want to mention that, the way they fly plane, go, they bomb everywhere. Their money, so they move all over the world. Not be they even get the switch. I don't know the one controlling it. Even the cashless, that's why America hang their own. There's a limitation. They are still trying their best because they are worried of some certain things. So at the end, somebody will just come out from Nigeria where there is no data about people transaction. Here is you come a business. Like, let me give an example. We are on air here. If you run ordinary kiosk, whether in Germany, in Sweden, that kiosk, you used to go and buy maybe newspaper, gum, and everything. That is what they supply you there. The receipt you used to buy it, in any capitalist world, you have to keep it for 7 years. The receipt they issue you, And as you keep it, the following month or next 3 months, it's a small scale business, you will see go and report it to finance ministry. That's a receipt. Finance will see it. The one you issue when you were selling, they will see it. And after all the balance sheet, you go and keep it for 7 years. This is capitalism I'm talking about. Do we do that in Nigeria?
Normally,
they don't teach people this kind of thing.
we have all the accountant auditors that this from the accounting department. This is what they normally do. Actually, if there is supposed to be an investigation to find out what is going on, then you bring in the auditors. This is their job. They can do it, but the thing is, like I was saying the other day, the culture of corruption and all you can steal. So everybody in every position is stealing, is corrupt, doing whatever they can to steal as much as possible. How can any effectiveness come into play? I don't know.
Madam, make I ask this question. Now, do you think any boutique, me I'm from Edo State, any boutique in Edo State today, will be able to bring the receipt of his supply where he bought his goods of this year, just this January?
No.
Not to talk of there is a law that says keep it for 7 years. We don't, all these things they say auditor. When the auditors comes in, they can see far. But the grassroots, they can't see it of this problem. That's why we remain in the same place. They will definitely see those things that happen. But the roots of those things, they can't see it. Because there is no policy to control how we do our business. As a people, companies in your state, in the country, you don't know their profit. Can you go to Minister of Finance in my state and say, what was the profit of this company last year? What was the expenditure and revenue generated in social local government? We don't have all this. Nothing is in place, my sister.
Yeah.
We need to be sincere. That is why we are just locked up and we are decaying faster. Like the way Buhari pump money to what Nigerians don't know, the way this president pump money to that country, he was trying to solve this problem from grassroots. Because when people are hungry, they will resort to crime. But when he pump all this money out, majority end up in the hands of 36 governors. What are they doing with this money? There is no accountability. The law said the president cannot even ask them how they spend this money. So how are we going to move forward? Nobody can ask them. They don't account. The Ministry of Finance is in their office. Some, like my state said, they say we don't have local government chairman. So we don't even have people. You know, we need to elect people to state of assembly. 24, we have only 10. And so in the constitution, they are not connected to the government at all. And the government have power to destroy all this government structure.
Imagine.
So it is time. If Nigeria want to come out for this problem, they should forget about president and start holding these governors accountable. You can't come here and be building school. If you build school, tell us the cost. You cannot put street lights. We don't know the value of the street light. There's no book that speaks about the activity. All these cartels we are talking about, big men are involved. When they carry one person, they say go bring 60 million. That is more money. Tomorrow they carry another person. Next tomorrow they carry this one. They carry this one. People have been pumping money into it.
Do you know the interesting thing? A brother wrote here. He said online banking in Nigeria is actually promoting the kidnappers. Imagine that internet banking makes their criminal activities easier. And normally criminals avoid anything digital because it's very easy work for the police. They don't need to do anything, you know. But in the case of Nigeria, you know, like the criminals are having an easy route with digital means, with the internet, and the police supposed to find them because we have the BVN, we have the NIN that they are using to open the account. It's supposed to be very, very, very easy. The SIM cards are registered. So what is happening? Like, what exactly is happening? Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Yeah,
let me quickly put something to that, please. The police are being disconnected from other government institutions. Now, what do I mean by this? As we speak, the police themselves don't even have strong database of their own. They are still using yahoo.com. I have a friend in police. They don't even have their own web design and web secure. Now yahoo.com, now that they use. Government institution of that nature.
My God.
Now, all these things, my dear sister, it's a long way. The police is like people they sideline. So what they want is that when those people, as they still put money to the police, they don't even account, they still share it among the guardian. Those young officers, when they lost their life, their wife, they even see benefit. If some of them even they find self, now they, I don't know, they go turn out to we don't want to even go down, we not have our contribute. You know? So it's a total messed up society. My worry now is that where are they trying to lead us to? Why they bring this one in? What will this one lead us to? Either they return to the old one, because they can't stop those guys not to change their money. That one is lie. They should stop deceiving us. This is the political model. That's why they try to hurry up. We have election. So we to keep our country secure. People are already demonstrating, having the tension again.
Yeah.
So I don't know the whole thing behind this one, but many Nigerians should be praying because we don't know the evil that is upon the head of our leader.
Yeah.
Thank you, my sister,
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
privilege you give to me to also come.
Thank you.
It's very heartbroken.
Thank you. Yeah, so for those of you that are happy when anything wrong is going on in Nigeria, instead of you to be part of the solution, instead of you to be actively looking for solution, you are happy. Oh, we said it. Your misleader said, oh, Nigeria will burn down. When Nigeria will burn down, where will you be? Where will you go to? How will you function? Which bank will you go? You know, it's part of it. When Nigeria destroys, it's like now that there's a cash crunch. You can't go to the bank and get money. How will you function? Is your life going to be different? Is your life going to be better? You know, so you have to know that you are part of the problem. You are part of the solution, not to we can criticize, we can talk about what is bad, about what is going on, but in our mind we are thinking, what is the solution? What is going to happen? Because there are threats. Right now is a very critical period. There is a war on the other side that is about to blow up. It's about to go up, and I'm looking that maybe they don't want to enter this winter, because that place, the story is very cold. So maybe as we are going into summer, it's gonna go down. I don't know. This is my own, like here they've shared leaflets and sometimes told us what to do in emergency situation, what you can have at home, all those kind of a thing, right? So you are looking for destruction of Nigeria. Be part of the solution, because other places there's problem. They are not telling you there's problem. Ashe, the country will pull through. Other places, like in Britain, they are striking. Their teachers are striking. No teachers. Why are no teachers? They are not employed. Why are they not employed? They don't want to pay. There are no nurses. Nurses, where are they? To overburden. So people are striking. All the workers in the public sectors that will hold the country together, they are striking. Even the new British is it prime minister? I don't know what they call it. This Rishi Sunak was saying they want to put an embargo on striking, that people cannot strike. That on of itself is an affront on the people. Here in Germany, there's a crisis. They are saying, oh, the kindergarten system is about to collapse. They don't have workers. Many people are not able to find places for their children. And if you can't find places for your child, you can't go back to work. And if you can't go back to work, the labor market is, dwindling. School teachers, they are overburdened. No workers, nobody. Everybody have their own problem. There are people that are still protesting about these tanks that they are sending to Ukraine. So everybody have their problem that they are dealing with. Nigerians, this is your own problems that you have. Don't think you can just condemn President Buhari and condemn and be part of the solution. If you are a bank manager, distribute the money, ration it. Don't give one person 25 million. Ration that money, let everybody have some money that they will get. Yeah, when we were going, for example, in the shop I went to the last time, eggs was getting scarce. So they will write it there, you are not allowed to take more than 2 packs. Otherwise, one person will come, pack all the eggs there, and then other people will come, they will not have eggs. So they will say, okay, just take 2 packets. The same thing, there was a time oil was scarce, and then they say, okay, if you come, you can only take 1 bottle of oil. You take only 1 bottle of oil, and then you're not allowed to buy more than 1. rice and pasta, when it's getting scarce now that people are getting anxious, you can't buy more than maybe 2 packets. The rest you put it back, they collect it from you. This is what people who are actively working to uphold their country, because it is your country or it's your space. Look at Ukraine people now. They are run everywhere. They are suffering it. If anything happens to Nigeria is the biggest country in Africa. Where do you want to run to? Know that you are the one that will suffer. You that you are stealing money, I don't know where you want to go with it. All this one that call themselves big belle thief criminal people that are doing politics, you people should be very ashamed of yourself. When the goes that you people are looking for, when you come to this abroad, you are going to be seen as nobody, just an ordinary black man, nothing, and you will be ashamed for the rest of your generation for what you have done. These last few years that they took us as human beings, what did you do with it? What did you do with it? You did not elevate the living standard of your people. You are there stealing like children. It's like children, like for example, it's only a child that will go to the pot of soup in the kitchen to go and steal meat. Why? The food belongs to the family. They will share the food. You will eat out of it. You didn't need to go and steal that meat, but you are stealing it because you are a child. You have the country in your hand. You're supposed to rule. You're supposed to do your job as a bank manager. Money is in people's bank account. You are stealing it. You don't want to trace it. You are not, and you are coming and saying, "Oh, Nigeria is destroyed." You are the one. You are the destroyer. You are the one destroying it. You that you go and print fake notes to sell to your fellow Nigeria in spite of the hardship. You are the one that is destroying Nigeria. When you finish destroying Nigeria, where will you go? You see those ones that took that destruction out of Nigeria and they went to Dubai, they go and do all those things. Shebi Dubai gather them. Where do they bring them? They bring them back to Nigeria. Where are the capable people going to come from? We have to teach the people and let them know. You don't have anywhere you are going, no. You don't have anywhere you are going when you spoil Nigeria and destroy Nigeria and Nigeria enter into that crisis you are looking for. You don't have anywhere you are going. You don't have anywhere you are going. This is your opportunity for you to do the right thing. Stop making your fellow Nigerians to suffer. You are killing people and collecting their properties, doing all this. You are the one that made Nigeria not to be good, armed robbery, all those. Are you not the one doing it? Is Nigeria going armed robbery? You are not the one doing the armed robbery. So, like we have even talked, and the thing, I wanted to play the audio back of what happened in Abagana. In Orlu, on Thursday, yesterday, day before yesterday, a judge was having a court proceeding in Orlu, and then the bingos came there and dragged him out of the court and buy him. And the court, everybody scattered, you understand? And yesterday, they also went somewhere in Abagana in the night. And they buy some of those people that are doing vigilante, those boys that are on the streets doing vigilante. Me, I want to beg you, if you are a young man in the Southeast and you are not part of this bingoism, leave the Southeast. You are not safe. There is a post, a girl, Marie Udemachi posted, and I shared it on my wall. The lady said she was living in Port Harcourt and she went home for Christmas. And that is how they kidnapped her, and she has been in their den since then. They just released her on the 1st of February. And the lady is saying, those people, they are buying people like butcher inside that place. That even they would kidnap like a whole full bus. Nobody's even talking about it. That people, they should be building IDP camps so that people will have escape routes. And I look at that video of what happened in Abagana, and I'm looking at those young men that will say they want to go and do vigilante, which is good. You want to protect your community, but it is a cause that you cannot win, because the people at the top are part of the problem. So you give room when they are ready, or when the bingos overrun them out of the office, and then they have what they are looking for. Please, please, my people, if you are doing that, drop this thing for them and leave that place. Don't be a target for nothing. The bingos will be wasting you. The governors are not talking about you. They are not compensating you. It's baseless. Don't be a soft target for these bingos that are like they want to cause commotion in the southeast. If you are not part of what they are doing, leave the southeast. I raised Tinubu purely with regards to, I don't know. Wow, say the richest has bank vaults in their houses. Banking at home is now the norm of the day, where all the billions of naira are hoarded. Okay, interesting. I never knew that. To me, we should have capable people. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So, my people, if you are in the southeast right now, please don't allow yourself to be a victim. I shared the video of what happened in Abagana on my WhatsApp. I don't know if I've shared it on my Telegram, but I will do that after this program. So I wanted to share the audio that Ijele did about what happened in Abagana. And there is this man that is calling into Ijele show, and he gave more light about the things that are going on. So what I'll do is I'm not able to play that audio now, but I will cut out that part and post it on my page so that you can listen to it by yourself. And it's incredible. So when I'm listening to that audio and see the level of the corruption did not start today. It has like become part of the system, and that people who were like courtists that were leading court leaders during university days, they come out from their courtism and they become elected. So they carry that on that courtism, and their homes are extended offices for the courtists, and they are using those courtists to take out their people that they don't agree with, people that stand in their way. And and in the free time, those courtists are also engaging in other activities, and that is also including those courtists being part of the ESN. That's Kano. Kano himself is also a courtist. So the whole thing is into itself. If you are in the southeast and you are not part of this bingo people that they want to run down the whole place, leave that place. Save your life first. That is all I can say. Exactly. And this our brother said it right, and he said, I think that song Mama Africa by Peter Tosh was meant to be Mama Nigeria, because Nigeria they have stolen everything for Nigeria, but the real culprit are the Nigerians themselves. And because they think they are Europeans. They are having the colonial mindset. The colonial master came to take all he can take. Then he will go to his country and rebuild, save, and all those things, But these our own people that call themselves Nigerian leaders, they think that they are colonial master also. And they elevated themselves to this class. That's why we have this terrible classism, that they don't even feel like, if you don't belong to their class, they don't feel like you even deserve to live, like your life is worthless. So we have this senseless classism, that they class themselves on this level and they are operating there. So in that class, they have the delusion that they are like the white people, Europeans. That is why their own intent is to steal all they can steal. When you are stealing something because you have put yourself in this class, you think that you are not part of these people, you are above them, you belong to another class. That's why they will go to Europe to go and buy a house, go to America to go and buy a house, because they believe that they belong to this class. But they don't know that The eye where they say they look the lowest of the Nigerian on the street that you call a Marjorie is the same eye they say they look you big potty belly politician. Now they say eye they say they look you. They don't know that you are a president. If you are walking, do you see when our leaders go to London, they are in the public train. Nobody know you. They don't care. Nobody say you are a governor. So you can do other class that you are doing, steal all the money you are stealing. You think you're on this level. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Now, the eye of that child that is in the southeast that have not seen food to eat, now that eye they say they see you. Don't come and tell us, oh, you're a billionaire from the southeast. Who you help? How your billionaire take affect anything? You are not different from the rest. That is what they don't know. So they think that they are the Europeans, like they are the colonial masters. So they are the neo-colonialists. They are like the neo-colonialists. So as the colonial master, they build road only to the government reserve area, build road to only where the airport they where they go pass, go, build road to only where the seaport they where they go carry ship the thing. That is how this our politician where they don't put themselves for one class like this. Now so that they build road to only where lead to their estate. They go build road to any only where they will build helipad where their plane go they land because they think they are different. I'm sorry for you guys. You see, if this bus goes enter this Europe, you people will suffer. You have not seen anything. From the highest of you to the lowest of you, president or minister or even all those who are children when I send go Europe. Tell them what is their experience. That's why they always run back. It's in Nigeria they get the accolade they want. Nobody know that they are just seen as the way I'm looked at. That is the way they will look at your child. No difference. Anywhere I enter, the reaction, the treatment I get, that is what your child will get. No, they don't see una class. You people should continue. If this wahala really enter Europe, you people will suffer. You people will suffer. You will see when, if you like, run Nigeria to the ground. You will tell me where you want to go. When these basbos enter Europe, you will tell me where you want to go. You will not see road to go and live in that Europe because everybody will live in bunker. You people are stupid. You don't know it. You have the simple task to run a country that is so blessed with human and natural resources. But you think you are European, you are Oyibo, you want to steal all you can steal so that you go and develop only one building in your village and build castle. Who sent you? You people will suffer for this thing you have done. You people will suffer. All these people that call themselves leaders, you people will suffer for what? Did you see how real leaders are building? In Nigeria, you'll be looking at streets, they are not paved. Why? A country that has petroleum, that have quota. Why are all the roads not paved? Why? It is not because you think you are better than those people that live on that street. No, I'm sorry to tell you, minister, president, governor, you are not better. You don't. Nobody see you more as that people that live in those streets that you did not pave. Nobody see you better than that. That is what you don't know. That is what you don't know. You are the cause of the suffering in Nigeria. You are the cause of the suffering in Nigeria. And everybody in every position of authority, of power, they will abuse it. Why? Because it becomes a culture of abuse. The solution is, first of all, before somebody will go into, they need to start teaching policy, governance, from childhood, from primary school. You have to be teaching. Somebody have to go through policy education before they can even be going into government. Not somebody will do courtesy finish. Somebody will do kidnapping, armed robbery, drug and pushing, do everything finish. He will not just come out because he is now a money bag. He will just buy vote and become a governor. What did he know he want to do there? Nothing. He's stealing. That is all what he knows. That is why they can't give what they don't have, because they were stealing before they got to power. So they think governance is stealing, and they think that stealing have elevated them. They are not like Oyibo. They are now on another level. You and them no dey for the same level. That's what they say. Who are you? Who is your father? Hey. Last, we are all Ndoji. Nobody send you message. If those of our brothers that go to Hajj, you see how they treat you there. They treat you, they say, put you in one side. You people will stay in one side. That is how it is. You are dudu. Nobody see you say you be governor. You are dudu. You come to Europe, you are dudu. You go to America, you do pay. They tell you to stop, you know, quit stop. The way that they do black American, so they go do you, they go pay you for there. Your those are the way you they and go there. It's the same thing. You have to look at the oil in Nigeria. Is it not the same oil in Dubai? Did Islam stop them from developing? Did religion, our own religion, they will use the religion to do criminality. There's this video that I even saw. Let me share that video with you before. Uh, let me share that video with you before I close. So this guy, he was caught. I don't know whether I have that video here ready to share. No, I don't have that video. So he was going to perform miracle. He, you know, if you see the boy, you know, now religion, everybody wants to use it to steal because everything is an opportunity to steal. So you want to do pastor is a business. You want to steal all you can steal from the people. Young boys, they will put poster, you know, pastor don't land. They will rape young children. They will do everything possible, all bad things. Those ones, they say they want to go and do miracle, they have juju, something, they want to go and bury it in that family. So when they will not come, they will say, here, open that place. That is where your brother buried something, scattering families. But hand meet them, they catch them. I will share that video with you guys tomorrow by the grace of God. I hope I'll be able to do the video earlier tomorrow. Yeah. So, my people, I want to appreciate every one of you that joined the program. It's been an hour and a half. I don't want to keep you. I hope you enjoyed the program. If I miss anything, I will continue in another program. Yeah, if you disagree with me in any way, let me know in the comment section, and let the conversation continue in the comment section. You know, we can't have the conversation enough. Our goal of criticism is not to destroy our homeland, is for solution, to look for solution, what can be done, you know, to raise awareness, to raise the understanding of the people, you understand, to make them to see other way of looking at things, not just the stealing, corruption, I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you mentality. This is just what we are doing. We don't want Nigeria to be burned down like some people, and we want a president that will be able to, you know, look for solution and not fall into the trap that is set for him, you know. So may God bless Nigeria, may God bless Nigerians, may God bless the president, may God bless all Nigerians that are working hard to put the country forth and make it a better place, a living place for the people of Nigeria. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Bye for now.